about how dried mango low-key smells kind of like vomit?
Yes.
Like, why does it smell like yuck?
Ew! Ew,
You know what I
it
mean?
smells like somebody like chewed it up and spit it in there.
You know?
But it's delicious. I would eat it all the time. I love dried mango.
I would think that the Whole Foods one is nasty. I fear.
Wait, really? What's the good one?
Trader Joe's.
Yeah, no, you're so right.
This one's no sugar added and it's like so tart.
I thought you liked tart.
Like more tart than like Sour Patch Kids tart.
What?
Ugh.
Oh. Well, you know what else is a fruit?
I think the coconut's rotten right to the core from all the... I think the coconut's rotten right to the core from all the...
Don't flop on us.
From all the...
From all the things that were and weren't what it wasn't
No,
before.
from all the...
From all what was it is and
No, from
what
all
did she
time.
say? You exist in the context of all that
But
you are
I get
and
the
what came
context
before
part, but
you.
there's something that I'm forgetting before it. Fuck. Sorry, everybody. Sorry.
So what
I think the coconut's rotten right to the core from all the things passed down from all the context coming before.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's a bit wordy.
Sorry guys, I got a little stage fright.
And
The things passed down part gets me every time. I get the from all the context coming before, but the things passed down. Because it's like you exist in the context of all that comes before you. She never says passed down.
indica, sativa, what does Nikki say?
Big boobs.
Big boobs. Indica, sativa, doesn't matter what the strand, the worst drug of all, the addiction to a man.
You know what? She spoke.
She spoke.
Wow.
But she's been saying things. And
Wow.
I know she's not, I don't know. Like, some may say she's not always right, but don't eat the burgers.
At the end of the day, I'll eat the burgers.
So maybe we should touch some grass. Because what are we saying?
Maybe we should. Maybe we should.
What the fuck are we saying?
Maybe we should, because it's starting to sound like online.
Starting to sound femcel.
Well,
Is that a bad word?
no.
Oh.
No.
Okay, ready?
What's the derivative, though? Like, what is incel?
Incel.
I know, but what is incel derived from?
Like, being locked up.
Yeah, what's that word? Like, that feels like a made-up word.
Like, in cell. Like, in a cell.
No, because it's just INCEL.
Yeah, I know. But it's, like, yeah.
Involuntary celibate. Low-key me.
Yeah, no, I'm a fem. Like,
No,
that's what
it's
I
not incel, though, for me, because it's involuntary.
am. But is it, though?
Yeah.
Because did you do it or did it happen to you?
If I didn't want to be celibate, I could literally not be celibate.
That's so true.
So I want to be.
But it's just, yeah.
Celibacy is so... And did you guys read the article on The Cut? I did. It says that celibacy...
Nobody's having sex these days.
Celibacy is at the highest
But
it's
why
been
would
in a
you?
long time.
But, like, why would you?
Yeah, because you can't trust
No
people.
way.
You can't trust people. My body is a temple, you know?
No, yeah, and I'm, like, stunning and, like...
Why should you be anywhere near me?
Why would I, like, do that?
Why would I be anywhere near a man?
Like, don't do that.
You're so right.
Just don't do it.
I agree. No risks.
You will not get
You will
the
not get
answers to the
an STD.
questions that you don't
You won't
answer.
get an STD. You
That
won't
you
get
don't
pregnant.
ask. Yeah, there's so many things you're saving yourself from if you're not
So many.
involving yourself in that.
The emotional
act.
attachment to somebody.
Oh my gosh. The overthinking of things. The overthinking
That's why I'm so free
of
today.
what it is.
You guys might be wondering, Erin, how are you so happy and free? It's because I'm not in my head about somebody.
Happy
And
and
it's
free.
Yeah. I'm so happy and free and positive.
Yeah, of course.
And it's because I'm celibate. Because I'm not tortured.
You celebrate?
Because I celebrate. And I'm not tortured by the things I don't celebrate.
Did you say is it because you celebrate?
I celebrate
Or
all
you
the time.
celebrate?
I Because I'm
So you
celebrating.
celebrate.
Because I'm celebrating. Happy Pride.
So you're ovulating?
Pride's not over.
So you're ovulating?
Did you know that you...
Did you know if you're celebrating, you're
okay,
ovulating?
wait. I need to speak something because sometimes people don't know this. Did you know that you're only, like, able to get pregnant for, like, 6 months out of your cycle?
No.
You can only
I don't do science,
You
but
can
what?
only get pregnant when you're ovulating. People are always like, oh, I'm at such a risk of getting pregnant. Not really. You can only get pregnant 6 times 12, 72 days out of a year.
Really?
Roughly. Yeah. You
Who
can't
said
get
who?
pregnant all the time.
Mother Nature said who?
Yeah.
Well, I know you can't get pregnant all the time, but like...
Mother Nature.
You see, the way in which people are getting pregnant makes me think that that's not true.
People are having a lot of
That's what I'm saying. Well, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, that too. Yeah.
Don't new couples have sex?
Didn't we just say that people aren't having sex?
People who are single.
Yeah. Dang, you guys are addicted.
I don't know if people who are in
Dang, you guys
relationships
have a
are being
problem.
celibate. I know
If you're
people
having
in
children.
relationships are like having sex, obviously. I think the people who are single are celibate.
How do those accidents happen?
Which ones? Getting pregnant?
Yeah.
Really fertile people. I think if you have like high
Science
fertility,
is so weird. That's really scary.
high fertility,
I don't like it.
and you've hooked up while you're like ovulating,
Boom. Baby.
boom.
Boom goes the baby.
It's kind of scary.
Ew.
Ew, that's terrifying.
Ew, I actually just like really got freaked out.
Okay, so like fun fact, I had contractions recently. Well, ask me about them.
What happened?
I got lipstick on my hands.
You're wiping your hand off as if you're like a 5-year-old stressed that your hands are sticky. You're like trying to play with your Legos, but your hands are a mess and that OCD is kicking in. You're like, oh my god, Mom, I need a wipey!
Yeah. Well, I got an IUD, which we've already talked about, because we already talked about that. But I didn't realize that, like, it's giving you contractions. Because they're like, like your stomach is literally starting to like, anyways, it was like the worst pain of my life. So like, I understand. Like,
I don't like that.
What's crazy to me is that like people give birth and then like they're so happy about their child that they forgot about the traumatic event that had just
they
happened.
honestly forgot about all of it.
They're like,
their brain literally erased the memory.
Because then you get pregnant again.
And then they're like, holy shit, I'm never doing this ever again.
Every single time.
Every time. That's like getting drunk on a Saturday night. It's like over drinking, getting blacked out, being
Like,
hungover.
I'm never drinking
Getting
again.
over on a Sunday morning, being like, I'm never drinking again. But then the next week
Listen.
comes around and then like it's the same thing all over again.
I said New Year's
Not that I do that.
2018 going into
'Cause I don't.
2019 that I
Let me
was
clear
never
that
going
up.
to black out ever again. And guess what? I haven't.
I actually have only blacked out once. As well.
Same.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that again. I don't like that. I didn't like waking up in the morning and being like, what? What happened?
Like, okay, let me tell you that, like, because we'll discuss about your night and my night that I had as well. I don't think I'm gonna go into too much of a detail.
I can't either.
Because I just won't. But like that night, I was on a bus, I was in a car, multiple cars, like
Right.
taking me to multiple different locations.
Right.
I was at like a house party, I was at a bar, like I think 2 different bars.
Yeah.
I was on a party bus at
Okay.
one point as well.
Okay.
So I was on the Muni, so a regular bus.
a lot of vehicles, like lots of modes.
I was on a regular bus. I was on a party bus. I was on maybe in like 2 Ubers, someone's house,
Right.
2 different bars. I had
Wait, how are you remembering all of this?
because Anna told me where we were going.
Somebody filled you in.
And I also just like when I woke up the next morning, I had like flashbacks of each setting. Like
Okay.
each setting, I had like subtle flashbacks. I was like sitting on someone's couch at some point, playing with a kitten.
Okay.
So I was playing with the kitten at someone's house, but I don't remember the full thing, and I don't remember who I was with the whole time.
Right.
I know I was with Anna, and I was like following her, but she had a boo at the time, so I was like giving that space.
Got it.
So I was trying to venture off and do my own thing, but when I was doing that, I don't know what I was doing.
You don't need free product promotion. What the fuck is this?
So, but I woke up the next morning with mascara.
Oh. No, that's fine. I was just like, you just said I woke up in the morning with, and I was like, what? Like, bruise?
No. I woke up the next morning with mascara all over my shirt because
got it.
A young little lady who I shall not name was sobbing for a certain situation.
Right.
Like on my shirt.
Yeah. Right.
And all her makeup got all over me. Love her, bless her.
Certain little
would do it 20 times over again. Like, girl, I'm here to support you. It's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, my shirt had makeup all over it. And then what else? Oh, I realized that I had left my purse at Anna's apartment. So luckily, I was smart enough, even though I was like unconscious and not thinking about where I was going.
That's what's crazy about being blacked out is that you're like still operating.
I'm still operating. I was still walking. I was still like walking.
I don't really know how that works because you like still do all the things that you would do as a person.
It's not like I was
you
fumbling.
just don't remember them.
Exactly. But it's not like I couldn't walk. Like I was like fully cognizant. I just didn't have memory of what I was doing. But luckily, when we went back to Anna's house after we got off the party bus, we were going to the second location. I think we were going to a bar afterwards. I left my purse with my wallet and my ID at her house. But luckily it was at her house. So when I woke up next morning, I knew where my bag was.
Okay.
But the only thing I took out with me for like the rest of the night, like the house party, the other bar, like the car, whatever, was just my phone. So when we tried going to the last bar,
you couldn't get
when
in.
we came back, I couldn't. I was like, guys, I can't. I have to leave. So, and I think that's, I don't know, I don't remember the order of the events, but I might have gone home after that with Anna because she was just like so over the night at that point.
Yeah.
So we left.
That's crazy.
And then I was on her bathroom floor the entire next day for 8 hours.
Yeah.
And I was drinking a smoothie. Like
I actually feel like so I blacked out. My next morning was bad, but it actually wasn't that bad. Like, I feel like I felt sick, but like it kind of like came and went. Which I was surprised by because I thought I would have been hungover for like a really bad time. I will say though, I saw you like 2 days after that, and I feel like I was like a little bit still drunk. So maybe that's why I was that hungover the first day.
Yeah,
because I was still drunk.
Prolong your drunkenness.
Yeah, no.
Were you hungover the third day after that?
I don't think so because we like went to the Grand Canyon or whatever, so
that's
we were fine. My blacking out experience, it wasn't like that drastic because I didn't really move around. Like I like went from one location to the next location to the next location. I only went to 3 places, and I only know that I blacked out because there were certain things in the morning that were in disarray that I was like very confused by, and nobody filled me in on them. And I also had flashes of things. I feel like I browned out. I didn't like black out because I feel like I remember the majority of things. There were just a few things that I was like confused by and was like, or I could remember one memory and then I could remember like a different sequence of events and that they happened close together, and then there'd be something in between that was like not there. Anyways, I looked it up. Blacking out, or alcohol-related blackout, is a temporary loss of memory for events that happened while someone was intoxicated. It happens when a person drinks enough alcohol to disrupt the brain's ability to transfer memories from short-term to long-term storage, a process called memory consolidation.
Do you remember what you were drinking?
Yes. I know for a fact that I definitely had like approximately like 13 drinks, 13 like different intakes. I remember this clearly because as the night was going on, I was counting, and then I remember at a certain point I was like, this is not good. But it was like New Year's, so it was fine. We started at like 7:30 p.m. and this like I probably drank until like 1. So like it was across a long period of time. I made champagne jello shots at my house.
Yeah.
I know for a fact that I had 2 to 3 of those.
Yeah. Those things are always in the picture on a night of
always. And I was like, it tastes like Jell-O. I don't think it's doing anything to me, but I think that they were the culprit of something. 2 to 3 of those. I know for a fact that I had a couple claws. Yeah. At least 2 or 3 claws. I know for a fact that I took many shots.
Yes.
Many shots. Like
many.
I know that I took enough shots that at midnight I took a pull of tequila from the handle.
Yeah, with that.
And I wouldn't do it. No. I wasn't. I feel like I was not. I didn't do chasers, really. I feel like at that time.
Yeah, no, I wasn't there.
Because I was just like.
I was just there.
I was there.
Like, I wasn't really there to, like, prep or anything.
No,
I was
like,
just there.
I was there to... I would argue that maybe one had the intentions of getting to that point.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I know for a fact, like, from location 1 to location 2, I was buzzed. But I don't feel like I was drunk. It was at location 2 where things started to go south. Because I think location 2, I was just drunk enough that it was easy to be peer pressured. Where someone would be like, here. And if it was in front of me, I was drinking.
Yeah.
And then from location 2
Because once it starts, you're, like, not even thinking about
No, I was just like, oh, it's in front of me. And so, yeah, so at location 2 is where things started to go south. And then from location 2 to location 3, I remember struggling to walk. I don't think I drank anymore. I didn't drink anymore when I got to location 3, but everything from locations 1 and 2 had combined by the time I got to location 3 and had started to, like, manifest.
Right.
Needless to say, I did not make it from location 3 back to my home.
Yes.
And that was bad. Because there was a point in time where I physically remember being unable to operate my body.
Yes.
Which is where I was like, oh, this is scary. Like, I was definitely, like, unable to, like, sit up or, like, walk.
Oh, yeah. Me too. I woke up at 6 in the morning the next day.
Ugh.
Straight to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Because I had to go to the bathroom.
I actually
and regurgitate everything.
didn't regurgitate until probably an hour after I woke up, which is, I think, impressive.
That's good. That's nice. No, my body literally woke me up and was like, Loria, you're regurgitating this whole thing right now and for the next 8 hours.
Yeah.
So.
I think I was in shock, though, personally.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't.
Yeah. Because you had other things to think about.
I had things to, like,
unravel.
Well, I also had, like, people to take care of. I was like, I'm not supposed to be here right now, and other people were supposed to be taken care of last night, and they weren't because I was unable. Which is, like I said, one and done.
Oh yeah, no, I've never done that ever.
I've literally, like, never been in that state.
I think if I did that in this stage of my life, like, I actually would fuck up.
I would honestly probably go to the hospital and be like, pump my stomach because I don't want to deal with this tomorrow.
No, like, it's such, like, I'd actually be, like, detrimental to my future.
I just, like, yeah. It was fun for the experience.
Yeah.
I'm good.
No, Sarah, I'm good.
I'm good.
I was drinking, there were definitely Jello shots in the picture at the beginning because it was a birthday party. And then on the party bus, it was Sky vodka of some sort.
Oof.
Like, straight from...
Oof.
And then...
That is honestly...
And then an array of things that I don't even
always
remember.
in the picture is that Sky vodka.
Yeah.
The yellow bottle specifically.
Yeah.
It's always the yellow
Pretty
bottle.
sure Pink Whitney was also in the picture.
Oh.
Mrs. Panky.
Yeah. I definitely feel like I got to a point in the night where someone gave me, like, whiskey.
Ooh.
And I was down for it. I think that's how bad it was.
Ew.
Like, I'm pretty sure I had, like, Jim Beam out of the bottle. Nasty.
No.
Again, that's not in my character.
No, same. I
It was a
don't
blip.
do that.
I don't claim that.
That was in college. That's a college thing
college.
to do.
That was college behavior. How old was I? Like, what? I would have been, like,
I was 21.
20?
Yeah.
I think I was 20.
I was 21.
Wait, was I underage? No.
Were you?
20.
No.
No, I was.
You were a junior?
I was a junior.
Oh my god, that's
That was
a
my
baby.
junior year. I was 20.
Baby.
See,
That's such a child.
Now that's behavior.
No, that's actually, like, I think about 20-year-olds these days, and I'm like, you're literally a child.
I'm actually shocked that I was, like, willing to walk that intoxicated outside on the streets and, like, not
Dude, they
care
were
about
so
it.
bold back then.
So bold.
Like, so brave, so bold, so courageous.
Wow.
Full of zest.
No, because I was doing some dangerous behaviors.
Oh. You know what? I look back on that memory and I'm like, I lived.
No, I feel the same. Because I definitely... I
don't regret anything.
I feel that way about, like, high school especially. Because I was definitely, like... You know, it's the Midwest. There's not much to do. But I do feel like I fully, like... I did the things that I wanted to do, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was messy. It was definitely illegal. It was giving, why are you outside in a ditch? Like, why are you running through any... Like, why are you outside, you know?
Yeah.
But it's fine. I loved it. It was a great time. Well, I wouldn't go back and do it again. Like, I wouldn't do it again, personally, right now.
Yeah.
But if I, like, were to wake up again in my 16, 17-year-old body, like, I would do it all the same.
Now, I've been having... What's that noise? Oh, Jane. There's been a recent issue in my life.
Let's hear about it.
When I ask you if you're free, and you don't listen.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about me personally,
Oh, no.
and I was like, no. I agree.
When I'm asking somebody if they are free to like make a plan, and they list all the days that they are not free instead of the days that they are free, and they like give me like a paragraph breakdown of like what they are doing on the days that they are not free. Babe, just tell me when you're free. And I'm not talking about my best friends. I'm talking about like people that I don't really know.
Right.
Maybe they don't want to hang out with me. Maybe like they're not trying to link up. But usually also like usually it's like somebody that like reaches out to me.
I'm never asking people
to
make
plan
plans.
something. And it's like, oh, I'm like, when are you free? Because they asked me to set something up, or like if I'm asking somebody, like I'm just like, and they hit me with everything that they're not
like
free.
You're wasting my time because you sent me your itinerary for the next week, and I literally don't care because I'm not going to be involved in any part of it. So why did you make me read that?
You made me read a
30
whole,
seconds off my
like,
life.
just tell me when you're free, my dude.
Dude.
Tell me when you're free. Tell me when you have a free day, a free hour.
3 minutes to hang out.
Then 2 hours to go eat some yummy food.
So we could hang out together.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
No, I hate that.
I don't know what the thought process is.
No, that's
the
a really big pet peeve of mine because it's like
you're being a thoughty for that.
Also, it's just like I'm confused. Like we're trying to make plans. I'm not trying to like find out about what else you have going on.
No.
Like that is
like
literally
tell me
not
when I see you
relevant
also.
to the
Tell me what you were up to when I see you. I want to know what you were up to. I want to know about your life.
Everything that we were going to catch up about.
But you just...
What's the point of us even hanging out? Because now you just told me everything.
Now I know what you're up to. I don't even need to see you.
Yeah.
Like, you just told me everything. You basically just, like, shooed me off because, like, you told me all the days that you're not free.
These days I just give
you just basically said, like, I don't want to hang out with you.
It could, okay, but see, that to me is so bizarre because it's not my instinct to do that, right? Like, if someone's like, hey, would love to see you, I'm like, okay, great. I'm free Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday, from this time to this time. And I'm so explicit and clear about it, and then I'm like, you let me know what day works for you.
You know what I think society is missing? I think we're missing scheduling etiquette.
We're not thoughtful of other people's time.
We're missing scheduling etiquette. I don't think we're communicating in ways, not you and I think we are okay with scheduling. We are scheduling etiquette. We have scheduling etiquette.
And if I'm making plans with you, I'm putting it on your calendar.
If I ever don't have scheduling etiquette, unfortunately, it's because I don't care.
I live and die by the G-Cal. If it's not my G-Cal, I'm not there.
If I care, I'm telling you, I'm going to be scheduling and I'm going to be on top of it.
I will literally not be present if it's not my calendar, because if it's not my calendar, it doesn't exist to me. Unfortunately, that's the truth, and I have missed things.
I don't really operate as intensely as you do with the G-Cal, but I am slotting things in. For obviously things that are weeks ahead that I'm going to forget about.
We're putting things in the G-Cal. You also?
No.
You're staring kind of hard.
No, because you were like fishing around in there for a really
long time. Well, yeah, they're all in one piece.
So I was just like evaluating what you were doing. But I just think we need to be better about scheduling etiquette. Like, nobody really teaches you how to schedule something with a friend. Right. Or like...
It does suck that we have to... Anyone. You know how much this is like kind of debilitating though? Because it used to be I would just look at my microwave and down to the number I needed to call, the piece of paper taped on the microwave. And I would just go down and I'd be like, oh, so-and-so, there's her phone number. Beep, 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 beep. I'm coming over in 5 minutes.
I know. We used to be all down to do things that were last minute and not so much anymore because, I don't know, was that what happened to old people? I'm still down, I think. I'm down. Sometimes. I'm down. Sometimes.
No, I think if the right people showed up at my door and they were like, come outside, let's go do something, I would go.
No, I agree. If it was like a really enticing sell, if it looks like somebody's really enthusiastic about it, I'll be like, oh my god, of course I want to go. Like, if somebody's selling it in a very enthusiastic way, I'll go.
We should start instilling this in each other. Like, we should just be sitting here sometimes
and selling each other things.
I'm gonna be like, I really want to go to,
and then we'll accomplish X, X, and X instead of being like, oh, you should come to this just because you should come to this. There should be a reason behind it. No, I love incentives. I think we should be more about that.
I agree.
Because also it's like that shows that like you're actually thinking about what the person wants and like what they might want out of the night. What they might value, and like you're providing that service.
Yeah,
love that.
No, I agree. I definitely agree. Because I feel like, I don't know. I do believe in the G-Cal because I'm like, I like want you.
It's like 100 degrees.
Like I want to know what's happening, right? Like I want to see what's coming. Because I feel like in my old age, I've developed this like new anxiety for things when I like don't know they're coming.
Yeah. You want to mentally prepare for things.
But I think that goes for like the broader plans. Whereas I feel like with people that I'm really close to, we should have more spontaneity.
I agree.
But I will say I am in the habit now. Unfortunately, when I wake up in the morning.
Unfortunately,
objectively, when I wake up in the morning these days, the day is no longer where the waves will take me.
Yeah, it's set schedule.
I literally wake up and then I immediately wait for you to wake up and then I'm like, what's on your schedule? And as soon as you tell me what's on your schedule, my brain starts going beep boop beep boop beep boop beep boop beep boop beep boop beep beep. I want to do this and I want to do this, and if I want to do both of these things, where do they go?
Yeah.
And I do that every single day.
Yeah.
Every single day I wake up,
first 5 minutes.
I look at my meeting calendar, and then I think about other things I want to partake in, and then I have to rejigger my entire day.
What'd you say?
Rejigger? You never
Rejigger?
Rejigger?
That's a fun word.
You never heard that before? It's a colloquial.
Is that an Ohio thing? Is that a Midwestern princess thing?
No, it's in the Oxford Dictionary. It means organize something differently or rearrange. Yeah.
Say that again. I didn't hear you over me singing.
It's a verb. It's in the Oxford Dictionary, and it's to organize something differently or rearrange.
So regurgitate. Is that
No. Regurgitate is when you absorb
before?
something and then you spit it back out.
So you never done that before?
I regurgitate sometimes. I regurgitate all the time. I feel like every single time I absorb a piece of information, I'm regurgitating it to somebody else because I'm like, listen to this fun fact.
That's not the regurgitating I'm thinking about.
Do you think they have like trivia on YouTube? I kind of want to get good at trivia. Just like random trivia.
What was that one trivia game that was really popular and was like fun? It's not Kahoot, but it was like an app that everybody was using in the year of 2018 or something.
Oh, the one that was played at the same time every single day and you could like
Yes.
win big money?
Maybe.
I know it wasn't it just
The music was like...
wasn't it just called like trivia?
I think it was just called trivia.
Well, I had a thought the other day. And this scared me a little bit. Because I be having existential thoughts, but this one had me really thinking. What do you mean
I'm scared.
by, like, okay, so like me, I'm in my body, right?
No.
But when I die,
No.
I'm no longer in my body when I die. So what is my body? Is it just a vessel? And like, if my body is just a vessel, is that not really fucking weird? Like I'm just wearing a skin? It's really like, what does that mean? Because
No,
because when I die, I'm no longer here. Like, then it's just my body. Because this is what was freaking me out. Because I was thinking about
I don't like that.
And I was like, oh, if I died in my bed, you would literally have to come move my body. But it'd be really freaky because I'm no longer in it. So, like, you're literally just moving a
you're
body.
not there.
Like, I'm not in it anymore. So
Where
you
did
just
you
have to
go?
move my body.
Dude, where would you go?
And then why do you have
Where
this,
do
like,
they go?
limp-ass body that you have to, like, put away? Because, like, it's, like, because what
You
I
got to
wish,
dispose.
what would be really nice is, like, why is it that when you die, you don't just, like, disappear? Because, like, why do you mean my body can literally still exist when I'm gone?
Dude, like, that is, like, what you're saying right now is so profound, and it's actually quite proof that spirits are real.
That's what I'm sorry to say. That's what I'm saying, though.
And, like, the fact that, like you're literally like a living human being, and like there's a spirit within you, and there's a spirit within
and that
me.
If my spirit left my body, you'd just be holding a hand.
I'd be literally like, you would not be in there.
Like, this would literally it would be like it would not exist.
Shut the fuck up.
Do you know how scary that is?
And also, like,
and so what I'd be like.
Also, it's like so finite. Like, it's genuinely like it's not like it's like a second long.
What was that? I don't know. What was that?
I didn't like that.
Actually, what the fuck was that? I'm like scared.
Was that a crash?
I'm trying to think of things that like make that noise.
A crash?
You know, it sounds like when they like drop a dumpster, but like.
Oh, you typing?
Yeah, that ate.
I hated that.
I hated that because I was like really having like an existential thought,
No,
and then
me
there was
too.
like a boom. Anyways,
I need to know what that was before I sit back down.
I guess I do have a will
And
to
I
live.
also.
That just gave
So I
me
guess we're
fire.
not going to continue that combo.
Wait, I want to though. I know. I feel like that was like a little.
That was like a sign to like stop
too
talking
spot
about
on.
it.
What? So like I can't question like the context of all that exists before me?
Like I'm really
Because what I'm trying to figure out is like where do I go after?
I don't
If
want to think
anywhere.
about it anymore. Like I wanted to talk about other stuff.
Anyways, I was just thinking about how inconvenient it is that you'd have to like move it, you know, after
I know.
it's gone. That's what scares me.
My hands are shaking.
You ever seen a dead body?
Yeah, my grandma.
My grandma too.
God bless her.
Did you touch her?
Bless her grandma. Mm-hmm.
Me too.
She was hard.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was just thinking about that because I was like, love her so much. But I'm like, how?
I don't know.
Anyways, so enough on that, I suppose.
I'm freaking out.
Well, that was scary.
Like that was actually probably like the most like profound
I screamed.
thing.
Like I actually screamed. I actually got scared because I was like,
And also,
in my
like-
head, I was really locked into this environment.
No,
right
I was
here.
too because I was like, I'm actually like, really thinking about this right now. Like I'm like looking at you as like this living being in front of me.
Right.
Like there's like
Like, what do you
literally
mean
a
to
spirit
move your
within.
body?
Yeah, and I'm like,
And then that happens. Okay, so let me not ask questions about things that shouldn't be asked, I guess. God.
okay, so let's not question that. Let me continue living my life.
Right. Okay, I have another thing that really bothers me.
What?
Okay, so I think like
I'm literally gonna sleep in your room. Like,
No, like,
can you sleep in my room? Like
Should we
I
sleep in here with the air conditioning on?
I don't want to sleep next to the window.
Yeah, okay. Right.
It's loud.
No, yeah, that scared me. I didn't like that. Okay, but something else that scares me, when people show me pictures of their boyfriend. Why the fuck are you showing me this man? What do you want me to say? They're literally never cute.
They're never cute.
Or like a guy that you're talking to. Or anybody. You know, like I just don't understand it. I don't get why people do that. I guess we've been doing that, huh?
What?
I mean, like, you want
I
to see a
was showing
picture?
We haven't.
You guys want to see a picture? But most of the time
like-
people ask.
But like I don't.
People are asking.
That's also not my personality. So like when I do it, I only do it. It only takes like 5 minutes, and then I continue the conversation. It's not
That's
like I'm
true.
talking about
That's
it
true,
for
that's
a
true.
whole hour.
I just feel like sometimes people, like, I feel like a lot of times people are talking to somebody and they're describing them, and I'm like, okay, the person you're describing is already mediocre, and then they're like, oh my god, like, let me show you his Instagram, or like, let me show you a picture. And like, we all know men don't photograph well. We all know. What are you doing?
Come on, citizen. We all know men don't photograph.
We all
well.
know that men don't photograph well. So to me, it's kind of like, it's
Anything?
No, nothing. We all know that men don't photograph well, so like, why are you showing me a picture? Because like, then they're always like, wait, let me find a good picture of him. And I'm like, can we like, let's just cut to the chase. He's ugly. Let me find a good picture of him. You've been scrolling for 2 minutes. If there hasn't been a good picture
Also, why does
yet,
he
there's not
look like
gonna
this?
be a good picture. Or like this.
Does he know how to smile?
I'm sorry. It's just like every single time I'm forced to say, oh, he's cute. And what I mean by that is,
Okay, like I don't even care.
that looks like some dude.
Yeah, like he's probably like I just don't care.
And like, what's the alternative? You show me a picture of,
Unless
what's the alternative? You show me a picture of him and he's hot. What do you want me to say? Oh my god, he's so hot. Are you not going to feel
what
weird
do
about
you,
that?
What
Like,
are
do
you
you want me
supposed
to say?
But also, if you're a close friend of mine and you really care about this person, I'm gonna care too. Let me clear that up. I'm not like judging you if you really value this man, but if you're seeing him for the first time and like you're talking about him, he's a crush. And I'm like maybe you're in a, I don't know, maybe like you just, I don't know, like I might have some thoughts.
I have another thing to add on this though, because at the end of the day, I think a woman can see an unattractive man as attractive. Because for women, it really is about personality.
It is.
I actually think that there are plenty of, like, not objectively attractive people that I find really attractive because they have great personality traits. They're empathetic, they're kind, they're funny. And, like, to me, they, like, are hot. Like, they got hot because they have all of these traits.
That's true.
So, like, when you're showing me a man and I don't know anything about him, of course I'm like...
It's about all that who you are and what became before you.
Exactly. I'm just looking and I'm like, okay, I need to get to know him. Like, I need to catch a vibe. And then I'll think he's attractive. And then I can be like, oh my god, your boyfriend's so cute. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Otherwise, I'm like, he's there.
He's there and he doesn't know how to smile. Also, he should probably get a haircut. And, like, stop wearing that blue shirt. And those
I'm kind of anti-haircut personally, but I see what you're saying. Like, he should get a hairstyle.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think it's not haircut.
Because not a haircut.
Haircut doesn't sound so cool. It sounds like...
Also, like, people just fuck up
haircuts
hairstyle.
Like, and also, stop wearing that blue shirt with those cargo shorts.
Yeah.
And maybe get a new pair of socks.
Yeah.
The laundry detergent can stay. Like, you can keep using that laundry detergent, but, like, maybe also get some cologne.
I sometimes feel like
Please
the problem...
moisturize.
I was gonna say, I feel like sometimes the problem is, like, the wrong cologne. Too much cologne.
Oh, totally.
Like,
totally.
That's, I feel like, more
Please have taste in cologne.
Like, I don't really feel like guys
don't
are,
spray
like,
it more
actually...
than twice.
Like, I actually don't feel like guys are, like, that stinky these days. They're more like... Oh. I feel like I'm getting...
What guys have you been around? I've never met a non-sneaky man.
Well, I'm not around guys.
Oh.
I was just thinking, like, hypothetically.
Like, all men
like,
smell bad.
I feel like at this point, like, most normal men, like, have a hygienic routine. Like, are showering and are putting on deodorant.
So. Huh? I hope so.
I hope so, too. But I think the problem is, like, they're wearing some cologne that, like, doesn't, it's not giving.
Anytime I'm going to the gym, those treadmills are too close to one another.
Do guys get the pheromone thing for girls?
What do you mean?
You know how, like, you know how, like, when guys, like, you know how, like, when a guy is sweaty, but it's like, you know?
I never, ever, ever liked the smell of a man's sweat. Ever.
I bet you would like the smell of Gary's sweat.
I would.
That's what I'm saying.
But in the real world, no. It sets me back quite a couple thousand years.
I haven't really personally experienced this. I just, like, know that that's a thing, like pheromones. Like,
I know.
Like how
I know that.
Smell.
I would love to be a part of that, but I don't think I am.
I would love to be invited to that club, but, like,
I would love to be invited to that table.
I just want to be inducted into that secret society.
I'm not
but,
being
like,
mindful about
happened yet,
so I'm not being invited to the table.
Right.
So
I'm just wondering if that, like, happens for, because, like, girls,
I think it does.
I feel like girls always smell good.
Yeah.
Because we're, like, always wearing perfume and we're clean and we use soap and, like, all that thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
All that thing.
All that thing.
I think you have to find the right one. You have to find the good egg. And if they're stinky, will smell yummy.
Oh, that's beautiful.
But yeah, I have yet to experience that. So
right.
I'm actually like,
yeah,
get away from me.
Right. Right.
And I actually won't wipe the disgust off my face. You'll actually know how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
White written on the features.
And
in between my brows. Like, the answer
you could never get
will
Botox.
Be right here.
You could never get Botox because
the answer will be
you'll
here.
like eliminate your answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
And the answer will be here.
Ew. Actually,
I like my men silent. Let me clarify. I like my men silent.
I actually lied. I was saying that, like, I'm like, oh, people aren't really, like, that stinky anymore because I feel like people have hygiene and, like, people are, like, adults. But I swear to you, like, 1 out of 5 times I'm on a plane, I'm sat next to some man who smells. Like, it's always, or an Uber driver who smells. Like, the Uber drivers always be stinky. And I'm like, you literally have...
I think that's the references that I'm pulling
Like, why are you sweaty? Your air conditioning is on.
I think that's what I'm pulling from.
Oh,
when you're asking that question, I think that's what I'm immediately thinking about.
I was thinking about more, like, nice-looking guys.
They smell good.
Yeah. Like guys who have like
They
guys
smell
who put
good
together.
Yeah, they smell good. That's
They smell
awesome.
good. I think their problem is sometimes just like the wrong taste in cologne.
I agree.
Because like they could be more attractive if they had the right scent on. You know what I mean?
Did we already talk about like taking shoes off on an airplane? On here?
Maybe.
I
We were
don't know
talking
if we
about that
have.
one man.
Okay, I don't think.
Okay,
we
but
covered
see,
it.
sometimes I take my shoes off on the
I know. But imagine if everyone took their shoes off.
I feel like
Which is why I think no one should take their shoes off.
Okay, let me clear up when I take my shoes off on an airplane. It's when I'm wearing a shoe that my foot is not in. It's like if I'm wearing a clog or a croc. Then I'll maybe pull my foot outside of it and set it on top.
That makes sense to me.
I'm not unlacing my boots and freeing my dogs.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, sorry, let me be clear. I'm not like
because if you were wearing sneakers or boots and you actively spent time and
I have
take
done
your
that
shoes
on
off?
like a long flight though.
I've done that when I was
to like
10.
Taiwan. I did that 2 years ago.
I don't think adults should be taking their shoes off on airplanes solely because feet don't smell very yummy. Because imagine what would happen
but personally,
if the protocol was that everyone was to take their shoe off. The whole plane would smell like
Sky Zone.
a foot, or 2, or 3, or 4, or 100,
A what?
and a couple hundred.
A what?
A foot. A foot.
Oh. We're gonna say like Sportsplex or Sky Zone, but
No.
a foot is fine too. I get what you're saying, but yeah, sometimes.
And since the seats are so close and everybody's packed in like sardines, like if you're in first class, take your shoes off, go to bed. That's classist, though.
You're like rich people.
You're like
don't smell.
First class, you guys should take your shoes off. If you're in economy, keep your shoes on. But it's only because it's like so packed in.
I get it. But I'm gonna make excuses for myself because sometimes I need to. Sometimes my feet are really like they can't be in there anymore. On a long flight.
Yeah, but isn't that just like wearing your shoes all day?
I hate wearing my shoes all day. I don't wear my shoes all day.
What about like when you go?
I actually feel like I might have I think I have really sensitive feet. Cause like I really don't like if my feet get like I literally took my shoes off in the past 30 minutes.
You did, yeah.
Because if my feet are getting hot, I'm getting overstimulated everywhere else.
Got it. So you don't wear socks to bed?
No.
Never. Okay,
Never.
Even if your feet are cold?
I like to wear my socks to the edge of my bed and then take my socks off so that I know my feet are clean.
Even if your feet are cold?
If my feet are cold, I'll put on a fuzzy sock,
okay,
knowing that I'll take it off in the night.
In the middle, okay.
I will take it off approximately 1 hour after I fall asleep.
I mean, yeah, I don't go to bed with socks on, but I'll do a fuzzy sock.
If I'm like desperate, if my foot is so cold that I can't fall asleep, then I'll put a sock on.
Yeah.
But I would say I've slept through the night with my socks on like 1% of the time I've been alive.
And why did you do that?
What do you mean?
Why did you sleep with your socks on those nights?
I must have been really cold through the entire night.
Have you ever slept with your socks on accident and got really frustrated in the middle of the night knowing that your socks were on?
Kicking my socks off in the middle of the night.
Like unconsciously?
Always.
Unconsciously?
Yeah. Or I'm
Have
waking
you ever
up
woke
and
up with
ripping
your left
off.
tit outside of your tank top?
Always. My left tit is literally never in the tank top. Can you imagine though? Like, see, this is why I have to.
Okay, but why? What happened?
This is why I have to live alone and like sleep in my own bed by myself. Because can you imagine like waking up and there's like one. Also, because mine is literally the size of a head. Like, if you were like right in front of it, it would be really scary.
No, I think if I woke up, I would literally laugh so hard. If I woke up and you were in the position of like your blanket
like out
on the side, and like your tank top was like up here, or like it was just outside of like hanging out in the armpit. I actually would laugh so hard. I wouldn't know what to do.
I feel like that happens, but like not that often anymore because I try to wear a tank top that fits a little better. But
yeah.
like I've definitely had
sometimes though, like if my shirt's really big or loose, or like if I'm wearing a tank top too, like it'll come all the way up.
I don't have
Like,
that.
it'll literally, like, I'll be laying down and, like, my shirt will be, everything will be scrunched up, like, right here.
I don't like what's happening when we're asleep.
That's so...
What do you mean all that's happening?
Stop! Well, I don't know, I just don't know why I think I'm a restless sleeper.
Why am I moving?
I don't know. I think I'm a restless sleeper, though.
But like, I don't
Which
know.
is why my shirt's up here.
I know, but I've slept in the same bed as you before.
Do I move a lot?
Not that I remember.
Okay.
But do I move a lot?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Amelia is a restless
One
sleeper.
time, well, I already said that. I got whacked in the face with a pillow.
Oh.
Not by you, though.
Yeah, no. I don't think so.
Some people be punching the people that they're, like, sleeping
Yeah,
next to,
no.
too.
I
Like,
think
literally, like, physically
I
punching.
don't have a good night's sleep if someone else is in the bed with me.
Because I know I need to take up all the space.
Oh. Mine is just like my unconscious body is conscious of the fact that someone else is there. And so I literally don't move the way that I would like to in my sleep. Like if I put my phone on the ceiling and recorded me sleeping next to someone else, you would literally see me sleeping like this on the edge of the bed on one foot of it through the entire night. And if I moved, it would be like, and I would literally not, like, I don't turn around because my, like, sleeping body is conscious that someone's next to me.
Yeah.
See, I'm a people pleaser even in my sleep. You're welcome,
Wait,
society.
are you doing that for the sake of the other person?
Yes. Like, I'm trying not to disturb the other person's sleep. It makes my sleep incredibly disrupted.
What?
I don't like sleeping with someone else in the bed.
Because you're going to disrupt them? You're worried about disrupting
I'm
them?
worried about disrupting them, which makes me not have a restful sleep. Because I feel like when I sleep in my own bed by myself, I'm in a deep sleep and I'm able to move around and I'm not thinking about it. Whereas if I know that someone else is in my bed,
something's wrong with you.
if I know that someone else is there, I literally am not going to move. Like, I can't move. And if I, like, feel uncomfortable, I will, like, kind of be conscious and be like, well, I'm uncomfortable, but I can only move so much.
You realize the other person is conscious that that they're also sleeping with another human in the bed.
Right.
So, like, if you moved, it's okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Something about that doesn't feel right to me.
Like, if you're not moving, that's concerning.
I literally will sleep on one sliver of bed completely sideways, and I also can't face the person that I'm sleeping next to because I don't want to breathe in their face. And there will be no point in the night in which I am facing you. Basically, I'm not sleeping, like if anyone else is in the bed. So I'm doing the whole 50s thing where it's 2 twin beds next to each other and a nightstand in between when I get married. We don't need to share a bed. In fact, I don't want to. It's hot.
Not even like a California king?
It gets hot.
What if you had separate blankets? I don't like sharing a blanket with someone. That's
I
what
don't either.
I'm okay with sharing a bed. Sharing a blanket?
I guess you could have like a queen bed
No.
with a California king duvet or something. Like a mega duvet.
Like 2 duvets.
Yeah, no, I like that. But I don't think I want to share a bed with someone because it's too hot. Like, it gets so hot. Like, it's so hot that you're next to me.
Yeah.
And not hot like, oh, it's so hot that you're next to
You're
me.
like
I'm literally
there's temperature.
temperature-wise unwell. Anyways, yeah, so
No.
I'm not getting rested.
I don't
sleep.
agree with that.
I'm also trying.
Well, not that I not agree with that. I just
also
don't
am
feel
trying
any
actively
of that.
not to snore when someone else is in my room.
How do you actively try not to snore?
Like,
How do you even know
I
that
feel
you're
like
snoring?
I'm like waking up. Like, I feel like I'm waking up every 30 minutes to like make sure I'm not disturbing the peace. Except when I'm with my family. When I'm with my family, I'm gonna snore.
Yeah. That's an interesting one.
Yeah, it makes for a very
That's uncomfortable.
uncomfortable time.
I mean, the only thing that I dislike about sleeping next to somebody is that, like, I don't have all the space.
Yeah.
Like, I can't, like, roll around.
Right.
Because I like to roll around.
Like, you can't roll around not because you're worried about waking them, but because there's not physically enough space.
Yeah, like, I don't care about the other person.
I see.
Like, I literally don't care about how much I'm moving.
Right.
Or what's happening.
Right.
I mean, I care about, I don't want to breathe in this person's face. I'm
Right.
conscious about, like, the fact that, like, how close my face is to the other person's face. But, like, I'm not trying to be, like,
No.
up in the person's face.
Oh my god.
Like, So, I mean, I feel more comfortable when my face is up. Like, I also feel the same, like, when my face is, like, facing the other way.
Yeah.
So that I'm not accidentally, like...
Can you breathe out of both of your nostrils? Or are you only ever breathing out of one of them at a time?
I can breathe out of both of them.
I can only breathe out of one of them at a time. So this is another thing that really disrupts my sleep is when I lay down.
What do you mean one at a time? Does it mean you switch off or just one?
No, I can't control it. But like right now, I'm only breathing out of my right nostril. I can't breathe out of my left right now. And so if I'm going to bed right now, my left nostril is plugged, so I'm going to lay on my right side because then it goes to the right side and then I can only breathe out of my left nostril. And this is really upsetting to me because then I have to switch sides so that it goes to the other side and then I can breathe out of my right nostril.
Nostrils.
Well, I can only breathe out of one of them at a time.
And how do you control that? Like, how do you switch off?
I have to switch sides when I'm laying down. And once I lay down, whichever side is facing the ceiling,
get
I can
the
breathe
oxygen?
out. Yes.
What?
And if I lay on my back, most of the time I can't breathe.
So right now, which one is working?
This one. This one's working.
Wait,
watch.
But I can't see the air coming out.
Well, I'm gonna demonstrate. Oh, and for half a second I can breathe out of both of them, but then in the next one, the left one is gonna be clogged, and I'll only be able to breathe out of the right.
It's this one. It's that one. Wait.
No, this one's down.
Go like this. They both went in.
Well, yeah, because it's transferring right now. Please tell me someone else has this problem. Otherwise, I need to see a doctor.
I think you need to see a doctor, bro. I think you need to see a doctor. Okay.
Well, it's gonna take a second. This is why.
What? Wait, no, bro, wait, go back down. I'm trying to see something. Is it calibrating?
Well, right now I'm having a hard time getting out of both.
Because you're focusing too hard.
I'm also not fully sideways, like I'm sad.
No, you're like upside down, man.
Oh.
You're like not sideways, you're literally upside down right now.
Okay, well, I can't really demonstrate this, but like when I'm going to bed at night, I'm a side sleeper, and whichever side I'm laying on, I can only breathe. If I'm laying on my left side, I can breathe out of my right nostril. And if I'm laying on my right side,
so the top
I
one.
can breathe out of my left nostril.
The top one. Because you know why? Because gravity's pulling all the phlegm and the fluffle
that way
to the bottom.
I know.
To the bottom. So it's clearing this dot.
So the only way I can fall asleep is probably in that millisecond in which both nostrils are clear. When it's transferring.
Are
to
you
the
a mouth
next
breather?
one. Probably. And I want to try mouth taping because apparently it makes your jawline look snatched, but I'm scared I'm going to suffocate.
I don't think you should try that. Well, did you realize that they only tape the middle?
Oh, so what, I'm going to drool? That's hot.
Well, they only tape the middle so that you...
I drool, though. Do you drool?
Sometimes. If I'm
I drool.
sleeping aggressively, if I'm sweating, I'm drooling.
It doesn't happen that often, I guess, but sometimes I wake up and I'm like, ooh.
But, yeah, why would they do that?
Remember that time I drooled at Wembley Stadium because I was asleep?
I was drooling, too.
I was drooling bad.
And I also had, like, marks on the side of my face
KO'd.
because of how intensely I was sleeping in the middle of the afternoon.
I feel like I've drooled on a plane, too. Also, I sleep really hard on planes. Like, I'm hitting full REM sleep on a plane, sat up. I think I have a more restful sleep on a plane than I do next to another person. And I know this because last time I was on a plane, when I woke up, the man next to me was like, you look like you had a restful sleep. And I was like,
ew.
I must have snored.
Men should just stop saying...
I wonder if I snored. He was like, how do you do that?
You know what? I think they should stop evaluating people in public.
Yeah, I did have a nice sleep. Thanks for asking.
I just don't think your Sir, I don't think your evaluation
is
something that you should say out loud.
I think I snore on planes. I'm really concerned about this, but like I don't really know how to like control it.
I do this a lot. I'm like,
yeah, I mean, can I actually put my brother on blast real quick?
Yeah.
Because the Derek's whole thing is he really does sleep with his mouth open. I actually don't think I sleep with my mouth open. Derek in the car though, and he's in the middle, even though he's taller than me, because he's the youngest sibling, he's always sat in the middle. So when he sits in the middle, he always falls asleep like this. And I can't help myself. I have to sit my finger in his mouth. I have to do it. Every single time he falls asleep with his mouth open,
what's
literally
his reaction?
Like, he wakes up and he's pissed.
Oh.
And it's hilarious.
Oh.
Gotta do it every time.
If the person next to me is doing this, I'm laughing. Sorry.
I do that.
I'm like,
I should get a neck pillow because I'm literally like.
I have one of those neck pillows that are like really thick foam, and you wrap it around and you like literally, it's like a brace, like a neck brace, and you like tighten it, and so your neck like literally can't go down. I bring that to my flights that are 4 hours plus.
That's crazy. 4 hours. That's like here to Denver.
Yeah.
That's so
I didn't bring it to Denver, but
oh my god,
that flight was like 2.5 hours. But yeah, if it's 4+ hours,
she's out.
the neck brace is coming up.
Right.
I sleep really well in that thing.
In the neck brace,
Yeah.
I kind of like feel like maybe I should get something like that.
But I prefer for my head to be back like this instead of my neck to be like this. I fall asleep better like this, although when I wake up, I realize that it's kind of painful. And it's
I kind of like this.
straining me,
Personally.
but I know I prefer this. But
I
I'm
just
not
kinda
putting my
hate
shoulder
when
on a stranger.
No, like when I'm in the middle seat, I'm literally like so
Oh yeah,
uncomfortable.
I'm mostly thinking window seat. Yeah,
This sucks.
definitely.
I have to do this tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a window seat on the other flight?
And I didn't pay for the seat on the other flight. I'm still
Seatless?
a normal person. I can't pay for seats yet. I'm not there yet. I'm not at that.
Well,
I'm
the
not
flight
at that.
to
I'm
Phoenix
not
is
in
only
that
an hour, so.
I'm not in that socioeconomic class yet to be paying for a seat. So
Well, that sucks.
yeah, it does. In fact, I'm still paying for basic economy and then being like, fuck, I can't change my flight.